This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer of the O.C.G. And hopefully I'm live. Fallout 4, baby. Automatron. Okay, got them all. Noise. Let me make sure I'm live.
To do some work. What kind of help do you need?
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long.
I'd be glad to help.
Okay, good deal. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
I need... Where to get aluminum? Shit. Okay.
I'm afraid I'm not much use in a fight anymore. But back in the day, folks used to call me Murphy the Mad Woman.
Yeah, I need to figure out where to get aluminum. It's at a fucking premium. Vega assembly plant. Yeah, but I've already been there, but I guess I'll go look through. It's already been cleared, so. And I need to figure out where to get some fucking rad away, I swear to God. That's a thing for a different time, basically. Oh. Oh, 1 second. Okay. There's a lot of the early weapon upgrades you need are aluminum, and I'd like to get some. And some's supposed to be here, and I've already cleared. Yeah. Fallout 4 is actually one of my favorite Bethesda games, which I know is wildly unpopular. Fallout 4 gets a lot of shit from a lot of people, but I don't fucking care. There's supposed to be ceramics here, and aluminum, which I need. I haven't found any yet. Oh, there we go, right away. Cooling cap, I think that's aluminum. Yeah, okay, sweet. Because, like, a lot of weapon upgrades are aluminum, so it really pays to find them early on, so you can start customizing your weapons.
Nice.
Really? Man, that spot to unlock it is really fucking small.
That's it.
There we go. Once again, worth it. See, I keep forgetting that a lot of the miscellaneous junk in this game breaks down to materials. So even though it doesn't say aluminum, it counts what they're made of, which it makes sense. And in a post-apocalyptic world, you're not just going to get ready-made materials, but it's like when I'm looking for a material, I'm thinking I need to find aluminum, not a coolant cap is where I'll get the aluminum. But it makes sense. Otherwise, I would have grabbed that shit when I was here originally. And, you know, Bethesda games have a lot of junk. I mean, it makes sense, you know, because they're doing that to make it feel like a lived-in world, which it does, but it also means that you see a coolant cap and you're thinking, oh, I need this for gun upgrades. You're just thinking, oh, it's just fucking clutter. So, usually I'm pretty thorough, and I'm like, well, what do you mean there's shit here? And that's why. So, but I already came through here and killed all the bandits, so when I was looking up places for aluminum, I'm like, oh, okay, I might as well just come back to some place I've already killed her, but I can just stroll right through and pick up what I need to get. Oh, there's still a raider left. Oh, fix that. Ha-ha, fuck you. One second, I can let my cat in. She's gonna have a fucking conniption fit. Some cats, you know, like they'll try to get something, then they'll stop. My cat would literally sit there for hours scratching at that door. She's done it before. She will not stop. It's honestly, it would be impressive if it wasn't so fucking infuriating. Because I'll be sitting there and I've actually had to fucking throw like a water bottle at my cat, and like I didn't hit her with it, you know what I mean? I just like threw it by her because I would be trying to sleep and she'd be pulling at the door so loudly it was waking me up, and like telling her over and over again. So like I threw a fucking water bottle. Like here's her adjacent, like get the fuck away from the door. It's like I swear to God, because I'm half asleep and it's like oh my God. After like the 15th time you told her, it's like fucking stop. You know, it's 3 a.m. in the morning and I'm not sleeping because the fucking cat keeps waking me up, and, you know, I get pissed. It also took them a while to make the upgrade for this, the next gen upgrade, but it's a really good upgrade. This game, back in the day, had 30 FPS, of course. I mean, PS4 and Xbox One were pretty much 30 FPS, but it could dip well below 30 FPS, even at, you know, at like 900p. I don't even think it reached the full 1080p that was standard, you know, which typical Bethesda or whatever. But with this next-gen version, you get either they added a dynamic resolution, and you can pretty much get like a full 4K 30 or kind of under 4K 60. And regardless, with good settings, and I can actually show you what I mean, and I will in a sec. And that's basically why I put up with her shit, because she's cutie. She sits on my lap, and she's a good cat. Sometimes, you know, like I said, it's 3 a.m., and you just hear of her banging the door because she's pulling in the thing, and it's like, oh my god, I'll kill you! Where? Okay, so I found some, but there's supposed to be a lot of cool cats. They said over 95 aluminum. It's a lot, and I only saw a couple. Of course, there's no way to fucking track it. I might have to look up a guide, because I'm just not going to tear up this fucking place. So, hold on. How much do I have? If I have enough, I can just come back and get some shit later. I don't really have that much. And I got the DLC for this, which the DLC for this is really good, so... It was $15. I originally owned this on Xbox, and then I got it on PlayStation, because like I said, I can't really stream it on Xbox, so I've kind of unfortunately had to double dip and get several games twice so I could stream them. But I had the Game of the Year version on Xbox. I got this version, but it didn't have the DLC, so when I got some extra money, I saw that the DLC was on sale for like $13, which is really good because the DLC is pretty substantial. Added both, you know, like massive new areas as well as new shit that you can build. I'm like, okay, you know, it's worth it, so I got it, as well as Tales of Graces. So I got the rest of the DLC for this, and another game that I really enjoy. Like, for example, one of the DLCs for this lets you make your own robot called Automatron, which I think is super cool, because the robots in Fallout are dope. Another lets you make your own Volt, and you can either be like a brutal dictator and do slave labor, or just make it a cool Volt. But just being able to make your own Volt in Fallout is fucking sick, and that makes the DLC worth it. They have one called Far Harbor that takes you to kind of like a New England-y Maine place, with like a whole fishing vibe and like fishing harpoons and shit. And then Nuka World is like a twisted adult version of fucking Disney World, run by raiders. So the DLC is great and worth getting. And I think they said that each one of the main DLCs, the two main like map DLCs is Far Harbor and Nuka World. The rest add, you know, like I said, like building a vault or whatever, but the map ones are those two. And they said each one's like 20 to 30% of the map of the base game. So it's like half of another game's map with both of the DLCs. So they are pretty big expansions. In fact, most people will tell you that Far Harbor is one of the best DLCs Bethesda's ever done. Here we go. Fucking A. And it's a popular opinion, but one I actually happen to agree with. I still think my favorite DLC is probably the Shivering Isles, but Far Harbor's fucking sick, and Nuka World's really good too. But it's like I said, it's got like a whole like early New England, Maine fisherman village kind of vibe to it, like a classic mystery novel off the coast, and it's fucking sick. And like I said, it was at the time it was the biggest DLC that Bethesda had ever done. So it was a really cool vibe, and you get a lot of really cool stuff. You get a fucking classic like lever action rifle, which I've always loved. You know, like a Western rifle you pull, and you get a fucking harpoon gun that not only can you pin enemies to the wall, but you can pull the harpoon out and reuse it. And then they added actually like they had the Creation Club, which is basically like paid mods. But the benefit is they're like Bethesda sanctioned and shit. You can debate all you want to, but they added 4 free ones to the next gen version of this, and they're actually really good. And one of them lets you design your own Volt suit, which I think is fucking sick. Because obviously, you have a Volt suit in like all the Fallout games pretty much. Or you can get one. I think New Vegas, you don't start out with one, but you can get one. But pretty much all of them, you either have a Volt suit or you can get one. But you've never been able to customize them. You got what they had to give. So, like, yeah, with this free pack that they added to commemorate the next-gen version, you can actually design it. The color, the outfit, the number. And when you combine it with the fact that you can make your own Volt, it's pretty sick. Hold on, I'm trying to... 1 second. Oh yeah, that's right. See, you can see, like, this is roughly what the game looked like when it originally came out, running at 30 FPS. And then, if you play with the adjusted settings, you get a vastly improved draw distance, which I'm trying to get up to the factory, because you can see a vast amount of this world from this factory top, and you can really see they dramatically push out the draw distance. Well, if I can fucking get there, of course, now oh, shit. I missed a few raiders. Oh, no. Fuck you, bro. Oh, hey. Oh. Found some loot. Baby! That's what makes it all worthwhile. Just about the only thing that I fucking hate about this game is that you have to sit in a chair to wait. In Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, you could just wait wherever. I really don't like that. I don't know why they fucking did that. And Starfield did that by extension, but it needs to fucking stop. I mean, the reason why they had waiting readily available is simple. This game has a lot of dynamic time of day. Bethesda games do. And the NPCs have fixed schedules. So having to wait fucking hours and hours and hours and hours and hours for their fucking shit just sucks, And, like, you could technically wait, but you have to sit in a chair, so if you're just out in the wilderness and not sure, well, fuck you, and it's just, like, a downgrade that just didn't need to exist. I mean, it's not, like, a huge thing. Most settlements and stuff where you really need to wait, have chairs and stuff, but it's just like, why? Why would you fuck up a system that had perfectly worked? And it's like I said, I like Fallout 4 a lot, but I can't defend that. You can see the draw distance here. And in the city, and then I quick save. And then we go to settings. We set it to 60 FPS, and we do visuals. It sounds like you would get like an unlocked 60 and like visuals, like that sounded like people thought it was future-proofing, like for future consoles. Like it's technically an unlocked frame rate, but no, it just, you sacrifice some resolution, but it's not that much. I think they did like a study and they found it's still like 1800p at 60 FPS. So you're giving up a little bit of resolution for vastly bumped up settings, which to me is worth it. But you see, vastly improved draw distance. Like that entire town over there, you can see the shit in the distance, the trees, the density, like, and so any place high up, you can really see the fucking tuned up settings. And then it's even for stuff closer to you, like grass. Like it doubles or triples the draw distance of stuff. So it's just, for me, in a game with an open map like this, being able to see those vistas is more important than a little bit extra resolution. So, but props to them for giving you a choice. But this is a great spot to show what I mean. Like, when you say, oh, the draw distance is better, it's like, oh, a little bit. No, it's a lot better. You couldn't see any of that town over there at all. Alright, I think I have enough shit, so I'm gonna teleport back and fuck with my weapons. You go, kitty. You go, kitty. And create an armor station. In this game, it's settlement building, and the settlement building in this is fucking sweet. Armor workbench. Oh, I need rank 2 local leader. Fuck, I don't have that yet. I have to get that, thankfully. Where is it? Local leader. Armor. Yeah, I'll have to fuck with that here in a bit. So you can pull apart every piece of your weapon. And add shit to it, which I really appreciate. Long light barrel, long barrel. Calibrated receiver. But yeah, don't I have... Yeah, hold on a second. I know I have... yeah, a submachine gun, which is basically a Tommy gun. And honestly, being able to play with the fucking Tommy gun, it's just fucking sick. Armor piercing, actually, that's pretty good. Short light barrel, short stock. See, like, full stock, like, large drum, medium quick eject drum, standard sights, glow sights, reflex sight, muzzle compensator. Pretty cool. And I took that part off and I can put it here. Of course, I can't fully upgrade my guns. Break eject mag, which is good. Sharpshooter's grip. Standard receiver. I have to fuck with that. Armor workbench. Yeah, fuck. Where is that? Local leader. Need to... I don't even know what fucking perk that is. Okay. Local leader, and then... That requires level 14. What level? Level 6. Yeah, you level up pretty quickly in this game. That's a good thing, though. I'll fuck with that. For now, what I'm going to do is I gotta make my way into the city. Continue the main quest. Where I can start any DLC. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a short break to eat.